Okay. Even let us start with the Eclipse ID as well. Okay. Meanwhile, we'll start now. Actually, our intention is to know about constructor. Yesterday, I just gave some introduction to the constructor, but today we will discuss about completely constructor and this keyword. Okay, look at this case. We'll start. Yeah. So, guys, I just want to continue from the yesterday's class. I told suppose if you don't write this constructor, am I right? If you don't write this constructor, guys, if you don't write this constructor, then what happens if you don't write the constructor?
It will take
Suppose
the
I have
data.
not written this. If I don't write the constructor, then what happens?
Some data will be not in slides.
I mean, I told already in the last class that
Will take
sup
default values.
suppose if you don't write the constructor, then Java compiler, while compiling the class, Java compiler will first check, do you have any constructor written in the class or not? Okay. Suppose if the developer has written a constructor, then compiler will not write the default constructor. Okay. If a developer means if the programmer has not defined any constructor, then Java
Yeah.
compiler will add the default constructor. Am I clear?
Yes.
That a
Yes.
default that constructor, the default constructor added by the Java compiler, that will initialize the data members with the default values based on the data type. For example, int is a data type. Or the default value of int data type 0. So
0.
it will initialize employee number with 0. But these default values cannot be used. Am I right? The
Yes.
default values are not useful data. That data is not a useful data. Am I right or not? Okay, which we can call as null data, which is not a useful data. That's why whenever an object is created, understand the point clearly, guys. Whenever an object is created, immediately you want to initialize the data members. You want to initialize data members with some values. Then what you have to define? Constructor. Okay. So this data is a meaningful data. This data is what? Meaningful data. Meaningful data. It is not a default data. Okay. How do you write the constructor? You can write the constructor with what? Class
Constructor
name
name and
and
class.
constructor name. Yeah, both must be same. I told constructor is a special method. Why? Because its name is matching with the class name. Second is what? It doesn't have any return type.
Return type.
It doesn't have any return type. Third point is it is called automatically while creating the object only. It is called automatically while creating the object. So because of the three reasons, we are calling it as a special method. So who we call a special method? Constructor. Because constructor also looking like a method only. It looks like method, but it is a special method. There are three reasons to say it's a special method. Reason number one, it doesn't have return type. Reason number 2, its name is same as class name. Third reason, it is automatically called whenever an object is created. Did you get my point? Online folks, did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
first I want to add these points. Today we will start with the concept of constructor. Yeah, our topic is constructor. Okay. We want to use guys. Okay. We want to use this one. So our topic is what about constructor? Everybody folks, did you get my point? Our topic is about constructor. Yes, we'll start with. Please understand me. Just give me a second. I will add the points. Just give me 1 second, guys. Not more than 1 second. Just 1 minute.
మలయాళం అందులో తిన్నావా
Okay, let's start, guys. I will add first some points. Let me add some points, guys, into our document, and we will start with the further discussion. Okay, so we are in the topic called what? Constructor. Am I right? We are in the topic of constructor. Let us start with that. Yeah. Guys, tell me now. We are talking about constructor. I told you already. What is constructor definition? Constructor is a special method in a class. Am I right? Constructor is a special method. A special method in a class. It's a special method in a class. And what is the purpose of constructor?
Constructor will be used to initialize
Initialize the data members. Data members means variables.
Very.
So it is used to initialize the data members. Okay, whenever an object is created. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Whenever an object is created.
Created.
Okay, so I will write the definition like this now. Constructor is a please understand. Constructor is a special method of a class which is used to initialize the data members. Is a special method of a class which is used to initialize the data members. Okay, data members whenever an object is created. Whenever an object is created. Okay. Now let's go ahead, guys. Why constructor is called special method, that you know?
Because class name,
Yeah,
constructor name, and class
there are
name is
three
same,
reasons like why it is okay.
not
Why
a
it
return
is
type.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So constructor is a special method. Because of the below reasons. Because of the below reasons. What are the reasons? Number one, constructor name is the same as class name. Constructor name is same as class name. And remember, constructor name must be same as class name only. Okay, constructor name is the same as class name, or constructor name must be same as class name, whatever the word, but constructor name is same as class name. That's the first point. Second point is constructor doesn't have the return type. Okay, second point is constructor doesn't have the return type.
Even white also.
Does not have return type, even void also. Doesn't have the return type, even void also. Third point. Okay. Constructor is called automatically whenever an object is created. Whenever an object is created. So because of the three reasons, we are calling constructor as a special method. The other point what I told you is that, what the other point I told you? If you don't write a constructor in a class,
Then compiler will be
then compiler will add one constructor which is called default constructor.
default constructor.
Yes, default constructor. Okay, right. If you always it is changing the color. Okay, guys, let me tell you. Tell me, if you don't create or write anything, if you don't write a constructor in a class, then Java compiler will add a which constructor? Default. Which will add a default constructor. Okay, default constructor. I'll tell like this now. I'll write my statement. Then Java compiler add a default constructor, and it will initialize the data members with the default values based on the data type. Based on their data type. Did you understand my point? It will write a default constructor. Folks, everyone, am I clear with this? Okay,
Yes.
next point. Yes, next point. See here. Everybody try to understand now. When Java compiler will write a default constructor, when Java compiler will write a default constructor into our class, if you don't write any constructor, yeah,
in a class,
tell me what it will do. It will initialize the data members with the default based on their what?
data type.
Based on their data type. Based on the data type. Okay, now the question comes here. So is the default values are the data, or the default values are useful data or not a useful data?
Not a useful.
It is not a useful data. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Very good. So the default values of the data members, is not a useful data. So it is recommended to create a constructor in every class to initialize the data members. It is recommended to create a constructor in every class by the developer, by the programmer, any word, to initialize the data members. Okay, right, good. Now coming to the point, guys. Listen. Guys, constructors are how many types?
Two type.
Two types. Whatever the
Different.
default constructor created by the Java compiler, that will also comes under a category called as constructor without arguments. Everybody getting my point? Constructor without
Without
arguments. Java compiler also creates a default constructor. That a default constructor also belongs to constructor without arguments.
argument.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you look at this case, tell me this is constructor. This is a constructor with arguments or without arguments?
Without
Without.
argument. This is
Without
default.
arguments.
Yeah, default.
Because within parentheses, are you finding any arguments?
No.
No. That's why it is a
Default
constructor without.
Without arguments.
Yes.
parameter.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Now, for example, I'll tell you the difference later. For example, if I am passing some parameters, just observe it. Int employee number, string e name, double salary, something. I'm passing some parameters. Guys, could you tell me now? This is called constructor because class name and constructor name both are same.
Same.
Both are matching. These are all called parameters, na?
Yes.
Input parameters.
Yes.
Now you tell me this is called constructor.
Parameter.
Guys, this is called constructor.
Mhm.
Is without arguments or with arguments?
With
With
arguments.
arguments.
With arguments. Am I clear with this now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guys, just give me 1 second. I'll come. I have a call. Just. Yeah, guys. Now this is, yeah, listen here, guys. Now this is called constructor without arguments or with arguments? With arguments. Constructor with arguments is called? Constructor with arguments is called parameterized constructor. Constructor without arguments is called parameterless constructor. So what are the two types of constructors? Constructor with arguments, constructor without arguments. Constructor without arguments is called parameterless constructor. Constructor with arguments is called what? Parameterized constructor. There are how many types of constructors totally? Two types. Java compiler also creates one constructor if you don't write any constructor. That is called default constructor. But default constructor is also what? Parameterless constructor. Default constructor is also what, guys? Parameterless constructor. That's why don't say constructors are three types. One is a default constructor, and second one is parameterless constructor. Third one is parameterless constructor. Don't say like that. Okay, because default constructor also comes under parameterless constructor. That is created by the Java compiler. Did you get my point? Okay, let me write first of all, guys, the points. I'll tell you the difference, but first let us understand the points. Guys, tell me. Guys, tell me constructors are how many types?
Two
Two
types.
types.
Two types.
Two types. Very good. One is constructor without arguments. Without arguments or without parameters. We can use any word. Constructor without parameters. Constructor without parameters, which is also called as what? Or parameterless constructor. Second category, constructor
with parameters.
Constructor with parameters. Constructor with parameters. Right? Which are also called as what, guys? Do you know? Parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor. Did everyone got this concept? Did everyone got this concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
One is called what? Constructor without parameters, which is also called parameterless constructor. Second one is what? Constructor with parameters, which is also called as parameterized constructor. Am I clear with this so far?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
clear with this so far? Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah, I'll write the point here. The default constructor, which is created by the Java compiler is also belongs to which category? Parameterless. Belongs to parameterless constructor. Okay. Next, one more point, guys. So finally, did you understood about what is the purpose of a constructor? What is the essence? Did you understood the concept of constructor essence?
Yes.
What is the
Yes,
purpose
sir.
of constructor?
Yes, sir.
What is the purpose of the constructor? It is used to
Yes, sir.
initialize the
Visualize the
data members. Data members means variables.
whenever
Whenever the object is created.
created.
Very good. Look at the concept here, guys. I'll explain. Tell me, first of all, this constructor, it is a constructor, right? It is a constructor. It is a which type of constructor? Constructor without parameters, which is called parameterless constructor. It is a parameterless constructor. Folks, everyone, understand here. Tell me, in this main class, I am creating an object for the class employee. Did you understood this concept, guys? I am creating an object for class employee. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Did everyone understood this? I am creating an object class employee. Tell me what is the object name? What is the object name? E1. E1 dot display employee is to display the details of an employee. Yes. Now I am writing employee. One more object I am creating. E2 is equal to new employee. Then say E2 dot display employee. And in between the two employees, in between the two employees, I'm writing one separator, sys out, one separator line, line separator. Okay, let us run this program. Tell me guys, how many objects I have created in main method? Two. What are the names? E1 and E2.
E2.
E1 and E2. Let me run this code. Guys, if you look at this, for the first employee, whatever the data is displayed, even for the second employee also the same data is displayed.
Yes.
Could you tell me, whenever the first object is created, then tell me it is going to call the constructor here?
Yes.
It is going to call the constructor. Which constructor?
Parameterless.
Okay. Parameter, that answer I want. Parameterless constructor. Very good. Guys, in this line also, whenever the second object is created, here also it is going to call the constructor.
Default.
Which constructor? Same, parameterless constructor.
Parameterless.
Tell me, this parameterless constructor is initializing the data members with some values now. These are not default values. This is meaningful data. This is not a useful data. It is useful data. But for all objects, for E1 and E2, suppose if you create E3, one more object, E4, employee 4, employee 5, if you create all objects, now it is initializing the same data. It is initializing the data members with the same data for all objects. For E1
Yes.
and for E2, next for E3, then for E4. I have a question. Does every employee has same number?
No.
No.
No. Does every employee has same number? No. Does every employee has the same name and same salary?
No.
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 So, suppose, now you have to understand. Suppose, please understand. Suppose, if you want to initialize, I repeat my point, guys. Suppose if you want to initialize, okay, the data members with the same data for all the objects. If you want to initialize the data members with the same data means same values. If you want to initialize the data members with the same data for all the objects, then you have to create parameterless constructor. Did you get my point? Everybody, did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What I'm saying, once again, tell me. We want to initialize the data members with the same data for all the objects, for all objects of the class. Then you have to create a
Parameterless.
parameterless constructor. Did you understand my point?
Yes.
Am I clear with this? Very good.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Let's take another example. See, guys. Everybody, please try to understand. Okay, I will give you the points, but first you have to understand. It's very easy, but better you understand. See, guys, I have a class called, please understand, I have a class called which example suits here? Account. And I have string account number, one variable, and double balance is another variable. Actually, account numbers are generated with a formula. Okay. Now, whenever an account is created, whenever a new account is created, tell me initially balance will start with 0 only, na? When a new account is created, what is the balance in that account first? 0.
0.
0.
0. 0.0. After that, whenever this guy, the customer deposits money, balance will be incremented.
Yes.
And whenever the guy withdraws money, it will be decremented. Did you understand my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand my point? Am I clear with this? Yes.
Yes.
Could you tell me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Could you tell me now? Okay. Account number, leave it. Account number is generated based on some formula. That is okay. But what about the balance? For all accounts,
It's a constant value.
first account, first customer, second customer, third customer account, fourth customer account, for all the customer accounts, balance will definitely initialize with 0 first.
Yes.
Then tell me, can I create a parameterless constructor here? Account,
Yes.
because class name and constructor name must be same. Balance is equal to 0.0. Can I write like this?
Yes.
Can I write like this or not?
Yes.
Yes. Tell me what happens when first account is created.
Initial balance will be 0.
Initial balance is 0. What happens when the second account, third customer, for fourth customer, for fifth
0.
customer, whenever account is created?
Initial
Again,
will be
balance
0.
is going to be 0. Am I clear with this?
Yes.
Yes,
Am I
sir.
clear with this? Then tell me, in this type of cases, which constructor will help me?
Default.
Parameterless.
Parameterless
Parameterless.
constructor will help me.
Yes.
Yes.
Will help me. Did you get my point? Okay. Right. Cool. So guys, when to use default constructor? Sorry, when to use parameterless constructor?
If the
When to
value
define a
is
parameterless
fixed,
constructor?
if there is a fixed value,
If you want to initialize the data members with same data for all objects,
Yes.
then you create a parameterless constructor. So that point I want to include here. In our employee example, it is not suitable.
Yes.
In our employee example, it is not suitable. Why not suitable?
For all
Because
the same
every
value.
employee has a different data. Every employee has a different number, different name, different salary. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Then tell me, in our employee example, default parameterless constructor is suitable or not suitable?
Not suitable.
Not suitable. Not suitable. Okay. But just I want to write the point now. Guys, tell me when to write. Okay. When to write the parameterless constructor? If you want to initialize the data members. Tell me guys, if you want to initialize the data members with the
Same value.
data members with the same data for
All objects.
all objects. For all objects. Yes. If you want to initialize the data members with the same data for all objects. For all objects. Am I clear with this? For all objects. Guys, tell me then. Then you have to define or create anything. Then you have to define a parameterless constructor. Define a parameterless constructor. Now, again, look at this, guys. My question to you guys, does every employee has the same number? No.
No.
Does every employee has the same name and same salary?
No.
No. They have different data.
Yes.
What does it mean? Now I want to initialize the data members
With
the
different.
same data or different data?
Different
With the
data.
different data for each object. For each object. For example, first employee. I am creating second employee object. I am creating third employee. Then when I am creating employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, employee 1, 2, 3 will have all the different data. Employee 1 data different from employee 2. Employee 2 different data has different data from employee 3. Did you get my point? Then tell me, in this case, I have to create what?
Default.
Parameterized constructor. Am I clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Observe here, guys. I will remove. I'll remove these right side values. Please understand me. I'll remove the right side values. I'm writing parameters. Remember, parameters, input parameters, whatever the parameters that you are creating in constructor or even in a method, whatever parameters you are writing within parenthesis for the constructor or for the method, whatever, they are called as local variables. They are called as local variables. Guys, everybody, did you get my point? They are called local variables. Okay. Look at this. Please understand me. I can take like this. Int x comma string y comma double z. Now I'm writing. See, guys, this constructor in employee class, this is called a parameterized constructor. Now tell me, this constructor has how many parameters?
3.
This constructor has how many parameters?
3.
3.
Three. Cool. Please understand me. Three parameters are there. Okay. I want to assign the value of the variable x. Parameters are called local variables. Parameters are called local variables. I'll tell you more about that. First, understand. These are called parameters. These are called input parameters. Then tell me, guys, these input parameters are called local variables. Yes, what are my variables names? X, Y, and Z. Okay. I want to assign the value of x variable to the variable called empno. Then what should I write? Empno equal to x. I want to assign the value of variable y to the ename. Then tell me, what should I write? Ename is equal to y. I want to assign the value of z to salary, then equal to z. Now tell me, whose value I'm assigning to whom? X is a parameter, which is local variable. The value of this local variable x, I'm assigning to whom? empno. These are called variables in class, na? These are the variables inside class, na? The variables created inside class are called instance variables. I will write here just for your information. Guys, could you tell me, these are all what? These are all called, these three variables are called what variables?
Instance.
Instance variables. These are called instance variables. Tell me, who are the instance variables here?
Both.
empno,
String and double.
name, salary. These three variables are called what variables?
Instance.
Instance variables. Guys, x, y, and z.
Local.
These x, y, and z are called parameters.
Yeah.
Okay, I will write. Guys, these parameters, please understand me. Tell me, guys, these parameters are called what variables?
Local.
Local variables. Tell me, method parameters are
Local.
variables.
Method parameters are local variables. What are the local variables? What are the names of the local variables? X,
X, Y, Z.
Y, and Z. What are instance variables? empno, ename, and salary. Okay. Am I clear with this diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please understand me now. Tell me, guys, please understand. Tell me, this constructor is executed automatically whenever an object is created, na?
Yes.
I told you already, after new, what are you calling here?
Object.
Constructor you are calling.
Class.
But in employee, we have constructor with parameters.
Yes.
We have constructor with what?
Parameter.
Parameters. Then tell me we have to pass what?
Parameter.
Values. We have to pass values to the parameters. Means you have to pass arguments here.
Yes.
Yes. I am passing
Yes.
101 John 5000. Did you understand my point? Yes.
Yes.
Tell me here also I need to pass what? I'm
Parameter.
creating one more employee. Okay. Then tell me after new, what are you calling?
Constructor.
Constructor. But you have constructor with parameters, na?
Yes.
You have a constructor in the class with the parameters. Then tell me you have to pass values to the parameters now.
Yes.
Values
Yes.
I am passing. Pass the values to parameters. 102 ln 7000. Now, guys, did you understood now?
Hmm.
Guys, did you understood now?
Yes.
Yes. If I run this program,
Yes.
if I run this program, tell me, is the two employees have same data or different data?
Different data.
Different data.
Different data. But if I create a default parameterless constructor,
Then it will be same.
then the same data will be initialized for all objects.
Yes.
Now, if you want to initialize each object with a different data for the data members, then you have to create which type of constructor?
Parameter.
Parameterized.
Okay, very good. Am I clear with this so far?
Yes. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Very good. Very good. Again, listen to me. Okay, otherwise, first I will write the point. I will write the point. I will copy this code. Then again, I will start giving explanation. If you want to initialize the data members with a different data for each object, then different data for each object of a class, then you have to define
The parameter. first.
parameterized constructor. Did everyone understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very good. Let's back again. Please understand, guys. Everybody try to get the concept. Okay. Okay. I want to write this as an example in the document. Then I will start explaining because I'm going to modify. Guys, everyone, please try to focus. Tell me what are the variables names I took here, guys?
Local
What are
and
the
instance.
parameters? What are the names I took for the parameters?
Local.
XYZ,
What?
X.
X,
X, Y, and
Y,
Z.
and what?
Z.
Z.
Z,
Z. I have a question. I want to take variable name is EMPNO. Here the variable name is ename. And here the variable name is salary. First, leave about the errors, but first try to understand me. Can I take parameters names like this? EMPNO, ename, salary. Anybody? Could you give me any answer to me? Folks, can you give an answer to me? Did you
Yeah.
understand the question first? Guys, did you understand my question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's the question I'm asking, guys? Can I take the names, the parameter names as EMPNO, ename, and salary?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but you have to
Because
change it.
these are what? These are
Parameters.
what? They are instance variables.
Mm-hmm.
But these are
Parameters.
local variables. Parameters are called local variables, na?
Yes.
These are which variables?
Instance variable.
Instance variables. But these are which variables?
Local variable.
Local
Local.
variables. So we can take the same name. If you took the same name, guys. If you took the same name, then tell me in place of x what I took? EMPNO.
No.
So write in place of x EMPNO. Write in place of y what I took?
Ename.
Ename. I'm writing what? Ename. Please listen. In place of z what I took?
Salary.
Salary. Please understand, okay? There is lot of explanation is there here. Please try to understand. I'm going to modify this. This is not the final code. Again, I'm going to do some changes. Okay? Okay. Guys, observe here. Everyone, please try to understand and observe. Tell me, guys, in place of x, I took which variable name? I
EMPNO.
took what? EMPNO. What is the statement I'm writing over there? EMPNO equals to EMPNO. That's the statement I'm writing. Actually, this left side EMPNO is the instance variable, this
Instance.
variable. This right side EMPNO is the
Local variable.
local variable. First of all, is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what we understood now.
Yes.
Yes. Guys, everybody in online, did you understood or do you want me to repeat?
Understood, sir.
Understood.
Okay. Okay. Guys, please understand me now. What name and what name are matching now?
Instance name and local variable.
Instance variable name and local variable name are matching.
Matching.
Previous time, they are not matching. Because my variable name is x, local variable name. My local variable name is x, y, z. They are not matching. But now both are matching, na?
Yes.
Very good. Understand clearly. Please try to get the concept clearly. Guys, if a local variable name is matching with the instance variable name, okay, if a local variable name is matching with the instance variable name, then this statement will assign the local variable value to local variable only again. Tell me, guys,
Okay.
what this statement is doing?
Local variable value is
It is
assigned to
assigning the local variable value again to the local variable only. Same variable value again assigning to same variable. Did you understand my point? Guys, look at this. You have some variable called int x is equal to 10. If you write x is equal to x, what happens? Okay. It's not 10 equal 10. What is the meaning? You are assigning x variable value again to x variable only. Same variable. In the same way, what is happening here? You are assign this statement will assign the local variable value to again local variable only, same variable. The second statement also will assign the local variable value to again
Local variable.
assign to local variable. This also assign local variable. So tell me, guys, there is a problem now. There is a problem here. Did you guys understood this point? There is a problem. What's the problem here? If if local variable name is matching with the instance variable name, we have a problem here.
Yes.
What about our previous example? Local
Different.
variables
They are-
names are different than instance variables names. So we don't have any problem there. But here there is a problem. Did you understand my point?
Yes.
Very good. Then simple answer is what? Why are you taking like that? Change the names. X, Y, Z, only use it. Problem is solved. Am I right? But actually, if you take variables names as X, Y, Z, that will kill the readability of the program code. Because what you are assigning the X value to employee number, Y value to employee name, Z value to salary. That will kill the readability. Did you get my point or not? If the local variables names also matching with the instance variables names, that will improve the readability of the code. Improves readability is very good, but problem is what? The local variable value is again assigned to the
Local variable.
local variable only. That's a problem, na?
Yes.
Am I clear with this, guys? Guys, did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
This is called constructor. Which type of constructor it is?
Parameterized.
Parameterized constructor. But did you understood the concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. I'm just writing a comment, that's it. But observe here. That's why in Java there is a solution given. The solution is if you have a local variable name matching with instance variable name, then to distinguish the instance variable name with the local variable name, you have to use a keyword called this. You have to use a keyword called this keyword. Now look at this, guys. This dot I am writing. This dot ename. This dot salary. Did everybody understood this here? What's the keyword I am using?
This.
This is a keyword. This. Everybody understand now? Tell me why I am using this now? To distinguish
Between
instance variable name and a local variable. Instance variable and local variable. Tell me who is the instance variable now? This dot empnvo left side is instance variable.
Instance.
Who is right side empnvo?
Local variable.
Local
Local.
variable.
Local variable.
Because for local variable you cannot use this.
Yes.
For local variable you cannot use
This.
this. Then you tell me now. Now the problem is solved. Now the problem is solved. Tell me to solve this problem, which keyword I am using?
This.
This. Then tell me what the purpose of this keyword.
To distinguish between.
This keyword is used to distinguish instance variable name with
A local
local variable name. If both names are matching. If names are not matching, no need of using this. If you use also, there is no error, but no, not required. Not required.
Yes.
Am I clear with this? Am I clear with the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Tell me, guys, when to use this?
When instance and local variable match.
Ah. When to use this? To distinguish
Instance and
distinguish
local variable.
instance variable with a local variable.
Local.
If both have the same names,
Same.
if both have the same names, then we can use which keyword? This keyword. Okay. This refers to, I'll tell you. This refers to, guys, this refers to current object. This refers current object of the class. Please understand me. This refers what? Current object of the class. current object of the class. Listen here, guys. Tell me at line number 38, guys, which object I'm creating? What's the name of the object I'm creating? Even. Then tell me, when the first object created with the name even, this refers what? This refers even. This
Even.
refers which object? Even.
Even.
Very good. At line number 43, I'm creating one more object called E2.
Yes.
Yes.
Another object name is E2. Now tell me what this refers now at line number 43?
E2.
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 This always refers what? This
Current object of a
always
class.
refers what? Current object. Current object, present object, or current object of the class. Who is the current object of the class created at line number 38?
Even.
Even. At line number
Even.
43?
Mhm.
E2.
Online folks, did you understand this point?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So tell me what this refers.
Current object.
Current object.
This refers current object. This refers current object of the class. Current object of the class. Whoever is a current object, this refers that object. Okay? Did you understand the way how we write like this now?
Yes.
So in every program, everywhere in Java, we are going to write our constructor like this. In this way. In this format. We always use local variables names same as instance variables names for improving the
Ability.
code readability of the code. Everybody is getting my point? Because if I take
Yes, sir.
variable name X, variable name Y, variable name Z, that is not a meaningful variables, right? X, A, B,
Yes.
Y, Z, these are not meaningful variables. That's why we take the local variables names also same as
Instance variable.
instance
Instance
variables
variables.
names. But how to distinguish them? By using
By
this
using this
keyword.
keyword.
By using this keyword. I will write all these points. First, I will write here. In the above code, tell me guys, in the above code, what happened? In the above code, what are the parameters names? In the above code, the constructor has the parameters x, comma y, and
Yeah.
z. That's what the code I copied. Above code means this code only, na? Tell me in this code, what are the parameters? X, y, and z. The constructor has the parameters x, y, and z. Next point I'll write. Next point I will write, guys. Next point what I want to write is the parameters of a constructor or method are called local variables. What variables? Are called local variables. Local variables. Okay. In the above code, tell me what and what are. Okay, in the above code, what names and what names are different? In the above
Local
code,
variable names and instance variable names are different.
instance variables names and the
Local variable name.
local variables names are different.
Different.
Names. Okay. Instance variables names and local variables names are different. Now, did you understand my point? Instance
sir.
variables names and the local variables names are different. Am I clear? Okay. Both names are different. Okay. Next, let us add one more example. At the below we will write our new example. Next, I will start writing. And of course, we can add one more point. In the constructor, the local variables values are assigned to the which variables? Instance variables. Assigned the instance variables. That is above example. But below we are adding one more example. Below we are adding one more example. Folks, let's go ahead and copy this. Below we are adding the same example one more time. Okay, but tell me here, this is called parameters constructor. Tell me what are the local variables here? Same as instance variables. Same as instance variables. Tell me again the point here. In the above code, what names are matching? The local variables names are matching with the
Instance
Matching with
variable
the
names.
instance variables names.
Yes.
Am I clear? Tell me now how to
Yes.
distinguish now.
By using
What
this
happens if you
keyword.
don't use this keyword? Local variable
variables are
variable
local
value
variables.
is again assigned back to local variable
Local
only.
variable.
Am I right or not? Yes. So to distinguish
Local variable and instance variable.
the instance variable and the local variable, or distinguish instance variable from the local variable. Tell me what I used.
This
We
keyword.
use this keyword.
Yes. The instance variable from the local variable, we have used which keyword? This keyword.
This keyword.
Very good. Okay. What this keyword refers? This keyword refers
Current object.
current object. This keyword always refers to the
Current object.
Current object of the class.
refers the current object of a class. Whoever the current object. If E1 is a current object, this refers E1. If E2 is a current object, this refers E2. If E3 is a current object, this refers E3.
This refers E3.
Very good. Very good. One more point. The other point also I would like to add. Now, the other point which I would like to add is, what happens if I don't use this keyword? Yes, back to the same variable. If you don't use this keyword, then the local variable value
is assigned
is
local
assigned
variable.
back
To the
to
local
the same
variable.
local
variable.
variable. Did you understand the reason why we are using this now?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
am I
sir.
clear with all these points so far what I have explained currently?
Yes.
Totally how many
Yes,
types of
sir.
constructors are there?
Two.
Two types.
Two types are there. Two types are there. One is
Parameterless.
parameterless constructor. Other one is parameterized constructor. If you
Parameterized.
don't write any constructor, then who will write the constructor? Compiler. Compiler will write. That is called default constructor. The default constructor will initialize the data members with the
Default value.
default values based on the
Default
data type.
value.
If it is integer, 0. The string null, like that. If it is double, 0.0, like that. Okay. Question. The question is, can you write the constructor and also Java compiler write the constructor? Both at a time?
If
I want to write constructor. I am writing constructor in class. Java compiler also writes constructor in my class again?
no,
No. When Java compiler writes the constructor into your class, if you don't
if we
write,
don't write a constructor,
if you write,
Compiler
you
will
write-
not write.
then compiler don't write. Did you get the concept now? Means
Yes.
finally only
Yes,
one
yes.
person can write. Who is a one person? Either you have to write the constructor or Java compiler has to
compiler.
write the constructor, but both people cannot write at a time. Did you get this point clearly online, folks?
Yes, sir.
Am I clear
Yes,
with this
sir.
point? Yes.
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 Yeah. The point I want to write is, what's the point? In a class, read these notes, guys. Okay, in a class, either a programmer can define a constructor
Constructor
or a Java
Java
compiler can
will
define a
define a constructor.
constructor. Okay, default constructor only can define a constructor, but not the both at a time. Did you understood this statement?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Next point, yes, yeah. In a class, what? Either a programmer can define a constructor or a Java compiler can define a constructor, but not the both at a time. But not the both at a time. Okay? Cool. Next. What is the other point? I missed out something. Yeah. One more. Got it. Look at this, guys. Okay, this is one example. Leave it. I'm creating one more class. Anyhow, we used so far employee class only, na? Let us leave the employee class. Let us start with one more class. Please understand. Suppose I'm creating a new Java project. My project name is OOP second program. Okay. For your understanding, I'm writing one class. First, delete the file. Create class. And you can enter the package name in the box. com.ashokit. Some package name we are using now. What is the package name? Same package name will follow otherwise. com.ashokit.oop. Okay. Any name that I can use, but we are following the package name. com.ashokit.oop. Here I have to enter class name. The class name is
Yes. Customer.
It's main. We'll write main only.
Okay.
Okay, please listen. So here, I will write my, just a minute. It's occupying more space. Okay, guys. Yeah, guys, please understand me. I'm writing one class above. Class. My class name is point, P-O-I-N-T. There are two variables, private. We know about private, protected, public now. Private int x. Each point contains x and y coordinates in the geometry. Every point has x coordinate and y coordinate.
Yes.
Mathematics, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For example, this is called y-axis. This is called x-axis. Am I right? Now this point is called 0, 0.
Yes.
This intersecting point is called 0, 0 point. This is called 0, 0 point here.
Yes.
Yes.
This is called 0, 0 point. Do you know this kind of thing? Just I'm taking such, I'm not writing code, just I'm explaining about that. Then tell me each point contains x coordinate value and y coordinate value. Yes.
Yes.
Here I am writing, guys. I wanted constructor. Tell me constructor name must match with the class name.
Yes.
Could you tell me how to write?
Point.
Open, close. Yes. Okay. I want to write. Please understand. I want to write by myself. I want to write x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Okay, I wanted myself. Next, again, I'm writing one more constructor with int x comma int y. Tell me how many parameters?
2.
2. This is called parameters constructor.
Yes.
First one is
L-
parameterless constructor. Tell me what are my local variables names? X and Y. What are my instance variables names? X and Y. Am I right? Both names are same, matching. Then tell me how to distinguish using this
This
keyword. This
This
dot
Keyword.
x equal to x. This dot y equal to
Y.
y. I have a question to you. Just why I have written this, I want to tell you something. Tell me, guys, in this class point, how many constructors I created?
2.
I have created 2 constructors. First one is
Parameterless constructor.
parameter less
Less
constructor.
constructor.
Next one is
Parameter.
parameters constructor. My question is, are you getting any error in this class point?
No.
Do you have any error
No.
now?
No.
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 Which means what? Which means you can define multiple constructors also in a class. You can define how many constructors in a class? How many constructors you
Multiple.
can define in a class is a question. Then what's the answer? Multiple. Your choice. See how many constructors I have created here?
2.
2. I defined 2 constructors. You may define 3 constructors in your class as per your requirement. Okay, I may define 4 constructors also in one class. Did you understand my point, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me how many constructors can be defined in a class?
Depend on the requirement.
Requirement. Depends on requirement. Multiple. Depends on requirement, your choice. Okay? Come to the point, guys. This point you please understand. If you write more than one constructor, like I have written 2 constructors here, more than one. This concept name is called constructor overloading. What is this?
Constructor overload.
Constructor overloading. Later you'll understand about method overloading in a polymorphism concept. Overloading, overriding will come in polymorphism. That will learn in polymorphism. But presently what I want to say, this is called constructor overloading. What do you mean by constructor overloading?
It means
Writing
first,
more than one constructor in a class is called constructor overloading. Am I clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Am I clear with this, guys? Online folks, am I clear with this?
Yes.
Okay. Just I want to write a question. Question. How many constructors you can define in a class? What's the answer?
Multiple.
Constructor based on requirement.
Yes. Answer. You can
Multiple.
define multiple constructors also.
Based on the requirement.
Yes, you can define multiple constructors also based on the requirement. There is no limit. There is no limit. Am I clear? Next point also I want to write in the same point. Next point also I want to write in the same point. Same answer. What's the next point in the same answer? If you define more than one constructor, in a
Class.
guys, tell me, then it is called what? Then it is called, if you define more than one
overloading.
constructor in a class, then it is called
constructor overloading.
constructor overloading. It is called constructor overloading. Okay. Little understand about what is overloading and all later things. At least the word I want to introduce now. What's the word? Constructor.
Constructor overloading.
Am I clear with all the
Overload.
points for today? Today I want to stop here.
Yes, sir.
But did you understood this? Okay, I will give example also better. Example. I'll copy the same point class. Only that point class I will copy. Remaining all I don't want to copy. I just want to copy only the point class. Okay, cool guys. Could you tell me? Yeah, could you tell me guys? The first one is, this is which type of constructor?
Called
Parameterless.
Less constructor.
Parameter less constructor.
Less.
Tell me guys, the second one, this is which type of constructor?
parameter constructor.
Parameters constructor.
Parameterized.
Can I write one more parameters constructor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, with one parameter, or with 4 parameters, or with 3 parameters. Already 2 parameters is there. I can add with 1 parameter, I can add with 3 parameters, 4 parameters, 5 parameters, based on requirement. Yes, there is no limit. This is called parameters constructor. Folks, this is the session for today. We discussed up to constructor, this keyword, all these concepts. Overloading, constructor overloading, default constructor, parameters constructor, all these points you did now. If you learn all these things, next we'll apply all them into one program next. First let us know them, then we will discuss in program. Am I clear with this so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay guys. So today here we are going to stop the session for today. And from where we started our discussion for today is from constructor. From constructor. This diagram I told yesterday, right?
Yes.
So today we started from here. So I want to give some. Am I clear? Am I clear with the session, guys? Do you have any
Yes, sir.
questions to me?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Very good.
Sir,
Thank you. Yeah.
Sir, when will be completed for the OOPS concept, all concept?
All concepts will take another approximately 2 weeks for OOPS,
For
including polymorphism, abstract, interface, all these things.
yeah.
Okay. After that, then we'll start with exception handling.
Lang package
Once-
is also include in OOPS, no, sir?
That Lang package we can discuss at any time. Okay. In the Lang package, already you know string class,
Yeah.
system class,
Yes.
and you know about string buffer,
Yes, sir.
string builder.
Yes.
These are all the classes from
Lang package.
Lang package. After
Yes,
that, after OOPS concepts, you are going to learn exception. That is also from Lang package. Then you are going to discuss about thread. Thread is also from Lang package. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Cool. Guys, today we have discussed all these points. Today we discuss all these points. Please write this code in your computer and try to display the output. Okay.
Yes.
Right. For the last one, point class, only the class I gave. Can you write a main for this?
Yes.
Write one main class below.
Yes.
Okay, with the public static
Okay,
void
sir.
main method.
Yes.
Create object for pointer. Create 2 objects. What and what? P1, P2. 2 objects you create. Inside the class point, write one display method. Display the value of X and display the value of Y. You know employee, how we are displaying. Similarly, you write the one more method called display or show, some method, anything. We are not calculating anything, just display is enough. Write one method called display to display the value of X and display the value of Y. Then call the display method in main. Did you understand the concept now? Am I clear with this, guys?
Yes.
Please
yes.
make it like a complete program.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I will share these notes, okay, in the portal. You just go through the notes and try to complete the program. Okay. Thanks.
Thank
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we'll continue
Thank
on
you,
Monday,
sir.
folks. Thank you.